Buenas todos samzu. Mafaisunu kau sinya ho opi question kau ifamalawan siha itrongkun religion. Are the women the strength of religion? Well, as far as Christianity is concerned, I think women have played a key role in Christianity from the very beginning. I mean, let's start with the one human being totally indispensable to the coming of Christ, without whom there is no Christianity. So Mary, she was a woman. And men have always had the limelight in Christianity with the apostles and the clergy. But even in the days of Jesus, he always had a band of women disciples. They don't get the limelight, but St. Luke in his gospel tells us that it was the women disciples who financially supported Christ and the apostles. Women were the majority at the foot of the cross as Jesus was hanging, when the men except one had run away. And the first witness of the resurrection of Jesus were women. Mary by tradition and Mary Magdalene in Scripture. So women have always had this central and very key role in Christianity. And I believe that mothers in particular have been extremely important in all religions because of the mother-child bond. The child instinctively trusts the mother, that the mother wants the child to live and to be nurtured and to get everything the child needs to grow and be healthy in all ways. And so when the mother passes down religious values, the child instinctively trusts the mother that what she is teaching him is good, or her is good. And so I am a strong Catholic because of my grandmother and her sisters, some of whom were not mothers, but were maternal figures, feminine figures, and my own mother. And as a kid growing up, very active in the church from the time I was a tiny little kid, who were the main and most influential people in the parish? But the women. Who were the prayer leaders, the tetzas, that filled up the front row in church and led the prayers and led the singing? The women. Who were the majority of the CCD teachers, Escuelang Pali? But the women. Who did the priest count on to decorate the church for all the different seasons and feasts and the fiesta? The women. One of my aunts took care of the body of the dead Christ, the Santo Entierro, for Good Friday. The other aunt, her sister, took care of the Monumento, the side altar for Holy Thursday. Another aunt took care of Corpus Christi, the Lansum Corpus. So if the priest didn't get along with the women, he's one man versus 20 very influential women in the church. And so I knew that already. I had the benefit of a Chamorro Catholic upbringing to assist me when I was a baby priest. I already knew, as soon as I got to a parish, the most important people to score points with were the women. And so after Mass, I would stay outside with the women. This is daily Mass, where 95% of the people attending Mass were women, and I targeted the old women, the grandmothers, and I made sure that I stayed after Mass and chewed bilanat pugwa with them, and spent as long as I could with them, and win them over. Because not only could I count on the women to be my tetzas and my choir and my CCD teachers and my decorators, if I needed a man's help, once I won the woman, the mother, the grandmother, whatever the case may be, I had the man. I remember one old lady went to the village carpenter, not even her relative, but because she was an 80-year-old woman, and she wanted a stand made for the statue she was buying for the church, and she wanted a free stand. She said, "Polly, come with me," and we went to the village carpenter, and in front of me, she said, "You're going to make this stand out of your joy, full will, without charging Father a cent." And it was done. He couldn't refuse her. He may have refused me, but he couldn't refuse her. And so the women, definitely, in my opinion, are the pillar of strength for the church on Guam and in the Marianas. Ilang niya Biblia na ilalahi siha iilo, iilog halom familia, con todo iilog halom igi mazuus, law ifamalawan siya corazon. Corazon gihalom familia, gihalom igi mazuus, buawit tijaho na umautut iluhu, law tijaho lokwe na umalaknos corazon hoja umazuti. Todo idos iilos ni corazon atsa importante idos. Lawan na na tanah deskakan sa iilutan no. Law corazon ta taza na tanah deskakan sa. At saka guana na kita hahaso law corazon manyinintiak. Pues pareho na manera ifamalawan mansen importante para kultura dan para religion ta lokwe. Pues viva ifamalawan. Si Diyos maksud.